Team coverage of today's storm. Meteorologist Chris Dunn with the record rain. Maria Stobbs is in Queen Creek with a storm rained out a popular pumpkin patch for the first time ever. But let's start with Sean Rice, east of the valley. And Sean, I cannot believe that Globe, after all they went through just a few weeks ago, is hit again by flooding.
Yeah, Troy, that's absolutely right. Good evening to you. Just 2 short weeks ago, this entire community was hit with that deadly flooding. Multiple people lost their lives because those floodwaters just ripped through the downtown Globe area, the areas of Miami, Claypool, these small towns. A lot of people have lived here for their entire life, and I've heard multiple times they have never seen a 2-week period with as much rain as this area has seen. Let's take you to video of what it looked like this morning. This video here is given to us by Phil Smith. He is a deputy with the Gila County Sheriff's Office. He was stationed right here along Broad Street in downtown Globe, and you can see it around 10:15 this morning. Those floodwaters leaping from beyond the Pinal Creek area. That's the creek that runs right through the Globe area into the downtown streets area. Many of these businesses were already in the process of picking up the pieces and reinstalling drywall, and now they're having to do it again because of these floodwaters. We want to take you to some video given to us by Janet Klein. She drove through the areas of Miami, Globe, and Claypool this morning. From her video vantage point, you can see the waters coming from down the Pinal Creek from the mountain areas east of Globe, and the water's flowing extremely fast. It's nearly overflowing the creek area and over multiple bridges through the area. These businesses in downtown Globe for the last 24 hours have placed sandbags in front of entrances and windows. Locals here tell me that certainly did help, but the water and mud was still able to make its way into their businesses. Of course, as I mentioned, many of them were just in the process of trying to reopen from what they experienced 2 weeks ago. If we back out here live, Mayor Gameros is here. Mayor, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time. For people who don't live in Globe but are feeling for your community, give us an idea of how you guys are feeling after some floods hit you guys again today.
You know, round 2 today was a little devastating. We thought we'd dodge a bullet again from Friday. We were getting those alerts that we were going to get the rain. This morning about 5, I came out with the fire department. We rode around to the different creek areas that we cleaned out, that were cleaned out from the last storm, and everything was running good. Everything was running smoothly, although they were high. And then right around, I think 9:30 or 10, we were down here where you see North Broad Street, and it hit this bridge that's down here, and it started just coming over the railing and getting higher and higher. And then it started flooding towards us where you see, and then about 20 minutes later started receding, which was great. It was great to see. A lot of the businesses already had their businesses sandbagged. So none of the mud like we saw last time got in there. It was more just a little bit of water. So we're happy for that. It's a cleanup on the roadway, not as devastating as the last one. We hope this through the night and tomorrow that we're able to withstand a lot of flooding.
You had mentioned to me off camera some of the preparations that were made this time around. You had mentioned a curfew that was installed over here. Some of the preparations business owners were making. Outline some of that for us.
Yes, we initiated a curfew Friday night, dusk to dawn. We didn't want any businesses opening beyond this because if they have public down there, then it stretches out our resources, and at nighttime it's a lot harder to do any type of search and rescue. So, and they were fully cooperative. We had no businesses open down here, and that is in effect until Tuesday, unless the weather cooperates and it gets better.
And no injuries or, of course, deaths this time around?
None at all that we are aware of. I don't know about Miami. Miami, 6 miles west of us, got the brunt of this storm. They have a lot of debris, a lot of dirt, debris on their downtown areas. So they took the hit this time.
Anything people can do to support your community this time around?
You know, it's going to be a little bit of cleanup here. I'm sure Miami's going to need some help with a lot of cleanup. I always tell people what it is to help get our businesses and residents back is to donate to the United Fund of Globe Miami. That money goes directly, working with Arizona Local First, and the Salvation Army goes directly to them now, where they can start their recovery and rebuild.
Mayor, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Troy, we'll send it back to you again. I think this community really can just get people's thoughts and their prayers right now. There is another round, we understand, of some light rain coming to this area tonight, and so we're just hoping with all of these locals that it doesn't have a major impact. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, and I know Miami got hit hard with this last series of storms a couple of weeks ago. Sean, so interesting behind you. So that muddy area, is that as high as the water got in this latest round? Because the street that you're on right now looks pretty clean, and then all of a sudden you get all that mud.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it does. And from talking to the locals, the reason that specific street there, that's Broad Street, for about less than a quarter of a mile is the muddy portion is because the Pinal Creek area runs right through that, right below there. That's a bridge that you have to cross on Broad Street. And so when the water overflows, that's the area that is hit the hardest. Right along this street and east of where we are standing is completely clear. And I think it goes to show that this time around, it was not nearly as bad.
Yeah, and the mayor was talking about cleaning out that creek a bit, and maybe that helped as well. So there wasn't as much, debris and things in there to back that water up like there was a couple of weeks ago. All right, Sean, thank you. Nice reporting out there.
Yeah.